The Real One Team.
Bring your model to life at mcbproducts.net. All right, it's time to finish out this great build. This is the 1960 Ford F-100. This is my entry into the 50s and 60s on Steelies Group Build, hosted by JT, and I need my garage time. What an incredible group build. I have earned a brand new respect for the Steelies rims. You will definitely see a lot more Steelies on future builds. As you can see, I'm applying some bare metal foil to that cab. And my winning strategy when it comes to bare metal foil, one piece at a time. And take your time, and you'll get the best results. I like to freehand that blade. I have more control of the bare metal foil. Looking incredible. Now I'm applying my rubber trim. Now this is my first time using the gallery pen. This is the aluminum color. Look at that. And the cool thing about it, when it dries, it's permanent. It's not going to rub off. And since I got this lighter color, I decided to break out a Gondom marker. And this is great. Let's see how it acts on these panel lines. Rub off any excess. And that's amazing. It's not overbearing. That black can be overbearing on lighter colors. Drilling out my holes for my mirrors. Now let's go ahead and get that firewall installed. Look at that firewall. That's one of the best firewalls I've ever done. Time for that radiator. And I know there are other series of Ford trucks that's more popular, but I'm a little biased towards this particular series because, like I said, my grandfather and his best friend used to take me fishing with him. And that's why I remember riding around in this old school Ford truck. Brings back great memories of my childhood. Use my Sharpie to mark in that radiator. There goes the horn. Easy install on this glass. That's Mod Podge I'm using. That's my adhesive. And one last look at that interior. Loving that interior. Got our UV resin. That's the glass over everything. Got to push that cab back to get it in here. No cracks, no scrapes. I'm winning. And this is one of the only flaws of this kit. That chassis was a little warped. So miraculously, off camera, I was able to fix it by adding some spacers, but I forgot to film it. So eventually you will see that cab and that bed straightened out. Now it's time for the star of the show, my Steelies. And I add some spacers to these to make them poke out just a little more. Of course, they're flush with the body, but it makes that tire look wider. Got it set at the stands that I wanted. Now this came out of that battery kit that I got from mcvproducts.net. I believe this is a Go for Racing battery kit. It's time to get it installed. Now I'm using craft paint for my grill. Get everything cleaned up. And that's the finished product. And this is my hack I learned from Dan the Man. Apply some white pearl in here, and that's going to give you a realistic headlight. Got my clear orange from Tamiya. Look at those headlights. Now I'm applying all 4 lenses to my headlights. Mod Podge is my adhesive. And there goes our finished grill. Well, almost. Once again, it's time for that UV resin to create some glass over the parking lights. "150 seconds. And it's good to go. The Ford F-100 badging, highlighting everything in red. Let it dry for a minute and bring out my old trusty toothpick. Break out the silver and that F-100 and the Ford as well. That's our other emblem. Now for the ones to go on the side of the hood. Getting that grill installed. Time for the front bumper. Here goes our mirrors. And notice that cab and that bed. And notice our cab and our bed. They have been corrected off camera. I have spaces between that cab and that bed. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And remember, these are the custom tail lights that came in the kit. I'm making this truck a combination of all three: custom, service, and stock. That's our trailer hitch. A custom 110 license plate from Manny and Manny Scale Modeling. Now we can install that rear bumper. This is the gallery pin again, aluminum. Now, a big shout out to the individual in the comments who told me about Mr. Horsepower. This is not Woody Woodpecker, but it's another cool woodpecker, Mr. Horsepower. And I told y'all, when I first did unboxing this truck, he had to be a part of it. So I kept my word. And it's time to turn this into a working man's truck. We got our gas can, our oil can, and the trusted toolbox. And there is the finale of this incredible 1960 Ford F-100. I had a fantastic time building this truck, and a big shout out again to JT at I Need My Garage Time for coming up with this amazing group build. And check out those Steelies. Thank you everyone for tuning in, always supporting me over here. Check out the builds and what we're doing. And with that said, I hope you enjoy the rest of this car show. Until the next build, let's get to building.